What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B Hot Radio Shout. And as always, I got my podcast partner off in this thing, OG Gangsta Wicked, aka Big Galaxy of Ghetto Mafia. Okay, yeah. Now go ahead and get your spirit right before we get started. Get your spirit right.
Woosah.
Why you got the woosah, Wick?
I mean, because of the conversation that we're about to have. And you hit me last night with this, and I thought about it, and I said, you were saying a lot of stuff that made sense. But I couldn't wait to get here to really check you. So I've been really stressed all night just to get in here to check you about what you said last night. So I'm gonna let you set it up first before I give it away, and then I'm gonna check you and I'm gonna win.
Okay, so for everybody out here, the Olympics just happened last week. Wick won the bronze medal in breakdancing. That was a good...
See what I'm saying?
What?
See what I'm saying? See, what you do is you do diversion. You do this every single time. Instead of getting to the point of what we're here for, and everybody can go ahead and agree with me. You know what I'm saying? You try to throw a little shot out there at me.
No, I ain't throw no shot at you.
You be doing the skip. That's what you be doing. You're ready to take a shot at me.
Why? Because you was breakdancing at the Olympics.
All right.
Okay. Well, the issue that we're having right now, Wick wants to tell me, everybody, that the Avengers, which is known as the 2024 Olympic team, is better than the Dream Team from 1992. Mm-hmm. However, we all know that they call it the Dream Team because it was a damn dream to put the team together. However, Hakeem the Dream wasn't on there. I don't understand it.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. I want to, put out a few giblets first. That Dream Team, you have to realize they put that Dream Team together because we had done lost in the World Games before then. And we realized that the world was catching up with us in basketball, that we couldn't put our college players out there anymore and win.
That's
our
right.
College players got spanked.
That's right.
So we had to go now get our NBA players.
The Dream Team.
The Dream Team, so I'll give you that. With that Dream Team, there were two or three players that they had to play that represented the rest of the world that played in the NBA.
Yeah.
This team, this Avengers team in 2024 had to play 69 players from the NBA. That's a totally different thing, including Jokic, who is right now to a lot of people looked at as the greatest basketball player in the world. We had to go through him. We had to go through a team in France that had 4 out of the 5 starters play in the NBA. Even that team with Serbia had Bogdanovic. He plays for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
Who shoot all the threes.
Yeah.
Bogey.
Yeah.
We had to beat Bogey.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Bogey was hot too.
That's
what
right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I know everybody that when I was thinking about this, all jokes aside, it's hard for me to sit up here and go against the 92 Dream Team because that was my era.
Yeah.
I saw both teams. Here's what I will say, B-High. If they were playing a one-game series, just a one game like a Super Bowl, I would have no problem taking the Avengers, which is the 2024 team. I think in a one-game scenario, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and LeBron James could beat anybody in the world. If Steph Curry gets hot on the Dream Team in a one-game elimination game, the same way that he did on these last 2 games on this closeout game, it's going to be a domino effect. Steph Curry, when he steps across half court, is a fucking threat. We have never ever seen. I used to argue with guys all the time. This was 6 years ago. This was after Curry only had 1 or 2 championships, and people still kind of caught in this Ray Allen, Larry Bird, Reggie. I used to hear Reggie Miller.
Yeah.
And I used to tell niggas, what game are y'all looking at? I saw Reggie Miller play. Don't get me wrong, I saw the 9 points and 12 points in 6 seconds, 5 seconds, all that. I saw the great game at the Guard.
Yeah.
I saw the Kobe's 81s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have watched all these players play.
That's right.
Steph Curry has done, his game is, there's nobody that I can say that I have ever seen that has his game, his impact on the game. Every other player, there's a player that came along. Jordan, if I got Kobe on a team, which Kobe was not on, of course, on the Dream Team, but he's on the Redeem team.
That's right.
But what I'm saying is, Jordan, okay, me and you can sit here and agree that Jordan is the greatest. But if in a 1-game scenario, even in a 7-game scenario, Kobe Bryant could offset Michael Jordan and both of them in their prime. But he ain't part of the Avengers,
so I don't want to hear that. I get what you're saying,
I get it.
You trying to move the goalposts.
Well, you're not listening. The point I was trying to make is that I have seen every player from that Redeem team. There's somebody on this Avengers team that could negate that.
There's nobody on the Avengers team that could negate Magic Johnson.
Yes, LeBron James. What are you talking about? He's the all-time leading scorer. He's probably, if not in he almost averaged a triple-double for his career. If I got to go back and look at it. I don't have it right here in front of me, but in a sense, he's probably going to be close. Stockton, Magic. LeBron is going to be top 5.
You had Stockton on the Dream Team, so you got two of the greatest assist man of all time.
He didn't hardly
John
play.
Stockton and Magic Johnson on the Dream Team.
I get it. And here's another fact that you're leaving out. The Avengers right now shot almost 60% from 3-point. From 3-point land. What are they gonna do? What would that Dream Team do once they start raining threes? You're fighting for 2 points. You're going to the cup every time. You're doing a lot of ISO basketball. You're dumping it in the post to Patrick Ewing and got the game slow, and Larry Bird maybe shoot here.
Larry Bird from 3. Bird for 3.
That's the only
Chris
person.
Mullin for 3.
Chris Mullin, he was good too.
They was some 3-point threats. So we had to answer for that.
Everybody on the Avengers are pretty much good 3-point shooters. Booker shot over 50%. Mm-hmm. Even Ant-Man shot over 50%.
That's my dog.
Curry shot over 50%. LeBron probably shot 40-some%. I'm not looking at the stats right here in front of me, but what I'm saying is even Joel Embiid, our big men, could shoot 3-pointers. Patrick Ewing and
David
Robinson it wasn't no real 3-point threats. We didn't have to worry about them. What are you going to do when David Robinson and all them have to come out to the 3-point line to check, Joel Embiid and I will be Anthony Davis, them that will shoot those 3. You can't leave Anthony Davis them out there and just say, oh, hey, I dare you to shoot it. But we could do Patrick Ewing them like that. We could sag in the paint and let Patrick and David Robinson sit out there and gun 3s up. See how that would work out for you. The point I'm making to you, B-High, is one, let's be clear. We would never know because there are 2 different eras and they were playing 2 different styles of basketball.
Yeah.
3-point, it matters.
Because, the 92 Dream Team played gangster basketball. See, these guys are raining 3s. We just going to rain these 3s all day. Because we don't want to get in the post and bang.
But that's what the game dictates now, though, B-High. That's what, it's like you saying, okay, back in football when they wore the leather helmets, there were very few plays that went over 30 yards. It was line up, it was rugby style. Line up, my limb on your limb, and we just gonna push the pile. Then the West Coast offense came where we started to spread out. The game got a little bit more vanilla. Players will start complaining. Every decade, people are going to complain, oh man, they don't got soft. Now you can't even hardly hit a person in football. It's they kick you out of the game. It's targeting. It's going to the head, defenseless players. I get it. You see what I'm saying? And it's the same in basketball. Yeah, it's a softer game, but it takes more skills now. You have to really be able to
So you're
shoot.
telling me that Michael Jordan didn't have skills?
I think Michael Jordan had great skills.
You telling me that Magic Johnson didn't have skills?
I think that the 3-point line and the 3-point shooters from this team in a 1-game scenario could easily get that Dream Team behind the 8 ball, and they can look up and be down 12, 13, 14 points. And here's another thing. Here's another thing. It depends on what rules that they play. If right now, if they could play, which we know they can. This is just good for this banter.
Yeah.
It's a good just entertainment.
That's right.
Because both of them are great and they both are our team.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? So let's be clear with that. I'm proud of both teams. They represented us.
Come on.
But
I'm about to talk about LeBron by the end of this too, because LeBron, I have to take my hat off to him because I'm a Jordan guy.
Right.
But to see LeBron at 40 years old still playing
39,
like he's playing, 39 years old, pushing 40,
right,
still playing like he's playing,
right.
You have to respect that.
And won the MVP.
You got to respect that.
The Dream Team will have a problem with the Redeem Team, but that's a conversation for another time. My point I'm making, it would depend on what set of rules did they play and would they play on. Would they let this game, if they did play this one game scenario, would they let them hand check? Would we play on with the rules from the '90s to where that you can bang, you can
That's
hard
the only way to
foul.
play real basketball is the rules from the '90s. All of this, you can't touch nobody. If you couldn't touch these guys on the court, then they would be raining threes and doing whatever they wanted to do.
Is it football or basketball? Behind the name of the game is pass, dribble, shoot, not rugby, not tackling me, not when I go up for a shot running up under me and I kind of land on
trying
you.
to kill you. Who's gonna bang with Charles Barkley in the post? Explain that to me. Who is gonna bang with Barkley in the post? Who's gonna play with Clyde the Glide when he come flying in there? Who's gonna bang with Karl Malone? See, that's the issue. They ain't got nobody to bang in the post with nobody. So who's gonna stop the Dream Team?
See, you just made my point for me, B. How you keep talking about the post. How much? Okay, in the post, how much is a basket worth when you score from the post?
It's called an and one.
It's called two.
It's called an and one.
What you need to be worried about, who's going to guard these 3-pointers that I'm going to be shooting from half court. So every time you get 2
Clyde the Glide,
you have to pound the ball into the ground and bag me down and fight for 2 points and all this. I'm going to come right back down, take the ball out, throw it down real fast. Bill, Nick, try it again.
You're not going to be able to do that with Scottie Pippen running up and down that court. Scottie's going to block that shot and send it the other way.
But you have two of the best 3-point shooters in the world. Now, if Ant-Man and Tatum, Tatum, this team was so good that Tatum didn't even hardly get to play. Tatum was first team all defense. Jaylen Brown won the MVP of the finals, but Tatum could have easily won the MVP of the finals.
Yeah.
He just is fresh off an NBA championship.
That's right.
And he didn't even get to play. That shows you how deep that this team was. That this man didn't even get to play. If Ant-Man, another thing too, before I go on that, Larry Bird was past his prime on that Dream Team. You do know that, right?
LeBron is past his prime, but he's still playing well.
But Bird wasn't playing like that. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James won the MVP.
They were blowing every team out by 50 points.
Yeah, because everybody
they were the greatest of all time. They were playing against Tony Kukoc, Arvidas Marcelonis, Vlade Divac. It was still some overseas players still. Drazen Petrovic.
Let me ask you something there. According to you then, in that case right there, is, okay, watch this right here. Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points.
That's right.
Average 50 a game. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. 11 championships. You know why?
Why?
Because he was playing against guys that were 5'11". And it was only 15 teams. The company playing with against, let's be honest, he was playing with all people that look like Skip Bayless.
Well, see,
look.
No, I'm not going to let that ride. Because he still had to battle against Bill Russell, who was not even 7 feet tall, but got 11 championships. And then you turn back around. The 80s and 90s NBA, by the time you got to the 90s, it was a different NBA.
It wasn't the same level of competition behind. They were able to score 100 points and average 50 a game because he was playing against all people me and your height.
If Michael Jordan has to jump up in the air with the basketball and then do like this, then do like this, then do like this, then do like this, just to put the ball in the basket, that means he was up against some stuff in the air. He just chose to do it in the air.
So who's gonna guard Kevin Durant, who is 7 foot, can bring the ball up, can shoot from half court, can cross you over at 7 feet, can get you on the elbow of the paint, and do a fadeaway at 7 feet, so it make him 12 feet once he releases it. Who is gonna stop that? It takes a center to stop Kevin Durant. You have to bring out. You talking about Karl Malone at 6'8" is gonna guard Kevin Durant? It's gonna stop Durant from scoring for 40?
I'm gonna just put Clyde Drexler on him. I'm going to put Clyde
Drexler is even worse. He's
Clyde the Glide Drexler, but that man had ups. He could jump out of the gym. So he'll get his arm right up there and slap that ball.
So Kevin Durant didn't have ups either. So you said that fadeaway is going. If nobody can block it right now with niggas jumping out the gym, what makes you think the old guys from 1992 would go block Kevin Durant fadeaway standing at 7 foot and with a wingspan of almost 8 feet? That's just one player. We have bruh. I think that you really, really underestimating how good this team was, because it was tough for them to win because the competition has gotten so good. You do realize they had to beat Jokic. Jokic don't miss nothing.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, those are
the
facts.
Dream Team did not have to play against anyone like that. You see what I'm saying? So that and that's why it looks like it was a lot easier, because it was a lot easier.
Now, it was a lot of teams. I mean, back then you had I don't know if Paul Gasol was playing back then. Maybe he was too young at the time. But you still had Tony Kukoc that wound up coming over there and playing for the Bulls because he was so fat.
Yeah, but Kukoc,
and they shut him down. See, that was the other thing. You know, those 92 NBA players, they like to shut stuff down. I don't know if they
would allow you to do that, but that was what the rules dictated.
Exactly. Now, imagine having to score against people trying to shut you down. It's one thing
people are slapping you across the face and fouling.
Exactly.
And all up on you, hunching like Rodman. You know, see, that's what you baking up. I can always tell you, you old school. You just like niggas that used to play on the playground off of Columbia Drive. We had a court over there, somebody get shot. Every time
no blood,
at Wadsworth
no
Elementary, we used to play at Wadsworth Elementary every Saturday, Green Forest Drive, check it out. Mm-hmm. We used to play, you got bullet holes up there in the goals and stuff from shootouts, because there always be a bunch of, we call them hackers. They come out there with their socks up, looking like Mr. Brown from Tyler Perry. Come out there with they socks on, they hunching and trying to foul at it. Yeah, young blood. Yeah, you can't score, huh? I bet you I can't score. You'll slap me across the face. You know what I'm saying? That's what you making on.
No blood, no foul.
What you would do when what would happen in this game? That Dream Team would start saying, maybe not Tyler. These niggas keep coming out here pulling these threes, man. We out here working for these two. In the huddle, they say, we're going to start slapping it. We're going to start fouling it. It would be a fight. That's the only way. They would have to chump off the Avengers team by start fighting and playing bully ball to beat that team once them threes start raining.
Well, imagine having the heart of a man that can play against bully ball. Okay, see, that's called Michael Jordan. It's called Scottie Pippen.
You got Jordan. I give you Jordan.
Scottie couldn't take it at first.
But
then when Scottie got his mind together, now if you go and look at those numbers and all of that stuff that Jordan did, Scottie Pippen did it too. So really, when you got Scottie Pippen and Jordan on the same team, you got two Michael Jordans on that team. But then you also got Magic Johnson, one of the greatest basketball of all time.
Shooter. Magic was streaky. We talking about three guys on. Joel Embiid could probably, in a 3-point contest, beat everybody close to on that dream team.
Just because somebody can shoot some threes don't mean that they're going to beat the greatest team of all time.
Joel Embiid in a 3-point contest pretty much against anybody besides maybe Larry Bird and Chris Mullin. But Larry was past his prime. His back was bad. You know what I'm saying? Bird wasn't making no noise at that particular time. Y'all would have needed, the 3 ball would have made y'all lose. Y'all would have had to, every player on y'all team, on that dream team, would have had 19 fouls to stop those boys from letting those threes go. And once 3 for 2, who's going to win, B-High? If I'm getting 3 and you getting 2 and you got to work for 2,
you're not going to be getting 3, okay?
Who's going to stop it?
Patrick Ewing? David Robinson.
Gonna stop Steph
they were some
Curry.
of the most athletic centers that
Steph Curry from hitting 3-pointers.
How's Steph gonna hit a 3-pointer over Clyde
just shooting over 3? Did you not see the closeout game? The man shot over the whole team.
Steph Curry is arguably the greatest shooter ever born. Okay,
arguably, that's disrespectful. Arguably, he is. Steph Curry's the greatest shooter ever.
Well, Michael Jordan's the greatest player ever then. So what are you going to do when you get the greatest shooter ever and the greatest player ever on the same court?
Okay.
Because, see, there's a thing called willing. There's a thing called willing. Michael Jordan will will his team to a championship. Who on that team was going to will them against those bullies on the dream team?
The one who just did it against the world. We were playing against 69 of the world's top players that play in the NBA. Every team that we had to beat had NBA players on it.
There were NBA players overseas back then too as well.
I'm gonna leave it to the people. I can't with you.
You
It's
know
too
what,
early for
y'all?
this.
Hit the comments.
It's
Let us
too
know how
early
you
for this.
feel. Would the Dream Team beat the Avengers? Okay. You know, Wick, he done drunk his drunk, and now he done inhaled it and put it all in his chest the whole show. So
Yes.
I don't know what's going on with him.
Yes.
But y'all hit the comments. Let us know how y'all feel about that. Dream Team versus the Avengers. Who's gonna win that game? What is the greatest team ever assembled in NBA and professional basketball history? Let us know. Be High Radio shouted. Big Galaxy. Holla at y'all in a minute, man. We gone.